hele goede dag YouTube. Van harte welkom op mijn YouTube kanaal. Welkom bij de Let's Play van de Sinking City op mijn YouTube kanaal. Ik heb er verdomd veel zin in om lekker verder te gaan met Charles Reed. Om op zoek te gaan naar de Poison Thief. Om op zoek te gaan naar het kwam heel raar uit. George Cavendish. Een van de professors van de University of Oakmont. Deze aflevering 12 start met ons ritje dat wij gaan afleggen naar de City Hall van Oakmont. Want de City Hall kan je gebruiken om... Gaan we goed? Ja. De City Hall kan je gebruiken om op zoek te gaan naar de citizens, de inwoners van Oakmont. En we moeten natuurlijk op zoek gaan naar informatie. Wat de fuck doen deze beesten toch? Ze zijn zo lelijk. Help me. Dus, de City Hall kunnen we gebruiken om altijd op zoek te gaan naar inwoners van Oakmont. En aangezien we alle informatie moeten hebben, een soort profiel van George Cavendish, gaan we hier maar naartoe. Is dit de ingang? Lekker onduidelijk allemaal. Ja, hier kan je naar binnen. Alleen hier. Oké. Heeft deze dame eigenlijk intussen nog wat te zeggen?
Stop bothering me, newcomer.
Oh ja, dat was die zagrijn, ja. City Hall ziet er echt verrot uit. Oké, ik ben op zoek naar... Citizens. Citizen Records. In Advent. En dan krijgen we de profile van George Cavendish. Place of resident Oakmont, Mass, Advent. St. Michael Street between Carberton Street en Constitution Street. Flat 2. Wow, wat duidelijk allemaal. Wat? Is het hier al? Dat zou ziek zijn als ik het heb gevonden. Ja, man. Ik zat wel in de buurt. Maar het is zijn appartement. Hij woont op de second floor. Dus als het, inderdaad, als het goed is, zit deze gewoon dicht. Flat 2, dus hij woont op nummer 2. Wat? If you want it, take it. It's free. Waarom staat dat voor de deur? Beetje vreemd. Zet zich opeens met een bijl achter de deur. Vet geflipte gast. Wat hoor ik hier voor audio opeens? Super freaky. Kijk, hij was helemaal aan het onderzoeken, zeg maar, wat de mensen in hun vaste patronen deden. The Professor's Fact List en een newspaper issue.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Gewoon echt complete vanishings.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, And the EOD
Mensen
is in
verdwijnen
the center
gewoon.
of all of it.
De EOD is echt raar, man. Wat zegt mijn casebook nu? De EOD's operations are shady. Daar ben ik het helemaal mee eens. Dat behoort daarbij.
The door won't budge.
Eerst even rondkijken. Shell casings, coil springs.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Nou, misschien toch veel betekenis, niet durven weggooien. Verder brengt nergens me. Tenminste, niets levert me echt wat op, behalve dit stuk. Oh, wait a minute.
I loved you. I always loved you.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Ah, daarom staat ook die kinderwagen buiten, man. Hij had allemaal problemen thuis, die guy. En daarom leidt zijn werk er zo erg onder. Dus hoe getalenteerd hij ook is.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Wat zielig.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
De ring.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
En daarom heeft Cavendish het vis wat de EOD uitdeelt vergiftigd om hun in een zwart daglicht te zetten. Zijn vrouw heeft iets met de EOD, zit erin betrokken, whatever.
You will never understand our cause.
Zie je?
My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Oei. Wat ziek. Huh? What the fuck?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed.
Gadver!
Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Ooh, what the hell, man?
Where did you learn all of this?
Stel, dat is je vrouw.
This information about the EOD.
Gadver.
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ooh.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Ik vertrouw deze man. Hij weet tering veel. De EOD is helemaal geflipt. En het ergste vind ik nog, stel het is je vrouw. Stel je staat in zijn schoenen. Ik moet denken aan mijn eigen vrouw in deze situatie. En ze wordt gebrainwashed. En ze wilt gewoon heel zwart op wit gezegd volgespoten worden met viszaad om een half mens, half vis te creëren? Oh man, stel het is je vrouw en het is gebrainwashed en je drinkt niet door. Ik help deze man, deze arme sukkel.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Wat vet dit. Onverwacht ook allemaal. Oh, goor man. Ordained by the EOD. A child that was blessed by the sea. Gat. Oh, verdamme. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD's charitable operations. Despite savior, George Cavendish became desperate after the EOD robbed him of his wife. He's determined to save others from the same fate. Zo laat ik hem staan. Ik vind het raar dat ik nog steeds Mind Palace dingen heb. Heftig. Inderdaad, er moet geen grip meer op de stad zijn van de EOD. Heel bizar dit.
So, have you made up your mind?
Your methods stink and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Ongelooflijk, wat onverwacht dit allemaal, hè? Ik moet terug naar de EOD fish storage om daar het een en ander nu te vergiftigen, bewust. Wacht, kan ik nog wat
Yes?
zeggen?
Do you need something? What is it?
Nee, niks. Hij heeft even gechapt naast zijn bed. Nou, dan gaan we naar die fish storage. Wat een gekke is. Wat een vette wending wel.
lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Ja, om die 182 XP heb ik nodig. Sorry jongens, ik ben niet altijd even oplettend. Ik ga altijd één ding over en dan heb ik alles gevonden. Oké, hier moet ik vol naar rechts rennen. Dan kunnen we daar fast travelen. Dan gaan we terug naar de Western Shells. Om daar, geloof het of niet, de vis te vergiftigen en de EOD aan te pakken. Ik ben gewoon op dit moment aan het infiltreren in de EOD. Wat een vette, onverwachte wending. Ik ga natuurlijk wel voordat ik echt zo ver ga eventjes het spel opslaan. Oké, hier moet ik zijn. Save. Lost at sea. Quit pro quote. Het is pas de tweede main mission, hè, besef. We zijn in aflevering 11. Het is de tweede main mission. What the heck. Ik heb misschien pas mijn zoveelste cutscene gehad? 4e cutscene of zo? Staat hier weer. Ik ga hem niet aangeven aan Anna. Dude, ik begrijp je opeens.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
Sea be praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
How's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of rock, as you can see.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
Wauw. Wat een mooie wending. Opeens is het veranderd. Hier is opeens een kist met gunpowder en shit. Hier gooi ik wat op. Hier gooi ik wat op. Hier pleur ik wat op. Hier pleur ik wat op. Waarom hoor ik... Ik hoor nog steeds dingen kruipen. I dosed the fish. Compliments to the chef. Zal er hier beneden nog wat zijn? Toch hè, rare kamertjes. Er zijn echt shady dingen hier, man. After that, I'll need to meet him at the corner of Hawkin Lane, near the storage. The corner of Hawkin Lane en Liberty Red. Oh, dat is recht voor mijn neus. Oh ja.
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Oakmont. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
So, what's next on your to-do list? Hangings? Drowning kittens?
What we've already accomplished should be more than enough. After I see the EOD in ruin, I'll turn myself into the police. I'm aware of being guilty of several crimes. The least being theft and the most severe being mass murder. I won't hide from my fate.
Well, that's something at least.
I don't want anyone else to suffer my fate. And I certainly don't want anyone else blamed for my crimes.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords? Again?
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Ik hou wel van Mr. Reed, hoor.
The password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Bye.
Oké, nou moet ik dus richting de fish market. Om daar... Waar was die ook alweer? De fish market? Oh, hier. Wat was dit? Wat heb ik nou neergezet? Block passage? Doe even normaal, ja. Fred is waiting in the basement. The basement of the fish market. Dit gaat tof worden, man. Oh, deze guy zit even te barf hier. De NPC's zijn inderdaad realistisch geworden. Deze zit te bedelen. Ik ben blij met de patch, echt waar. George contact in de EOD. Ik ben benieuwd wanneer we deze missie halen, man. Want ik wil de aflevering natuurlijk wel zo afsluiten, anders duurt die te lang. Wow, check deze unit. Hier is wel nog een kleine framerate issue. Best wel heftig. Misschien moeten de textures nog inladen of iets dergelijks. Dit is de fish market. Natuurlijk hier hebben we Anna ontmoet. Oh, was hier was ergens zo'n... ja, kijk, daar was het. What the fuck doe jij hier, bro?
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
You owe me big time. Ja, dat is sowieso waar.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Report to Mr. Throckmorton. Wow, man. Ik denk dat we daar de aflevering kunnen afsluiten. Kijk even, dit is de basement. En daar zie je dus inderdaad al die kettingen aan muren hangen. Al die logo's. What the fuck? Rituele offerandes of misschien zelfs worden ze hier gewoon geboren. Misschien worden die freaks hier gewoon geboren. Kijk even. Doodskoppies. Dit is heel freaky. Je ziet het aan alles, man. De freaking insmouders, joh. Oké, ik ga dit zo snel mogelijk reporten aan Throckmorton. Ik zat net in een laadscherm en je ziet daar heel overduidelijk staan als hints voor de game. Oakmont keeps his mouth shut. En dat merk je overal. Overal word je op de proef gesteld. Niemand zegt wat gratis. Je moet er altijd wat voor terug doen. Dat is in ieder geval wat me opvalt.
I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers.
Klopt.
I'll tear it to the ground.
Inderdaad.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Ja, quid pro quo. Ik heb een shotgun, fucking veel XP en 2 knowledge points. Fathers and sons. Het kon ook niet anders. Ik moet toch wel met een shotgun verder. En een gouden rand aan mijn schep. Zie je? Scherpe rand aan mijn schep die goud is. Ik heb eindelijk een shotgun, guys. Het moest ook wel een keer komen. Ik ga hier de aflevering eindigen. Quid pro quo zit erop. Ik ga natuurlijk upgraden en met een shotgun aan de slag in de volgende aflevering. Het gaat alleen maar vet worden. We gaan met de Throckmortons op zoek naar Anna. Nee, Harriet heet ze, geloof ik. Die professor in ieder geval. We gaan de EOD aanpakken. Dit gaat vet worden. Tot de volgende aflevering, guys. Later.